welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. Sorry for the glare, my contacts were starting to bother me, so you're having to deal with my glasses again tonight. Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing, sorry I'm looking at my computer, can't remember what it's called again, my first time tag questions. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the second time I've had to film this because on my editing program that's on my phone, apparently like a 20-minute video, if you don't break it down in small increments, then it won't let me edit it on the app I use. So let's just go ahead and hop into it. So first app you check when you first wake up in the morning. Okay, so I've already answered these questions, but it's still kind of a hard answer. A hard question to answer. So if I'm in the middle of uploading a video in the middle of the night, I finish typing the description and do all my tags and stuff when I wake up. If I don't have to deal with any last minute editing or whatever from the night before, it's usually Instagram or Facebook. It just kind of depends on the mood I'm in. I guess I'd say Instagram if it's not YouTube. First foreign country you've ever visited. So on our honeymoon, what the heck was that? Honeymoon? Okay. Anyways, let's try that again. On our honeymoon, we went to the Bahamas, but I almost feel like, as a country, like in America, we almost like own it. I don't even know, like, but it's also like a part of like its own island, so I don't know. I had to have my passport. I couldn't just have my driver's license. So the Bahamas, but I feel like Mexico was like the first foreign country I've been to, because in the Bahamas everyone speaks English. In Mexico, I'd say, I mean, they speak some English in the area that we went to, but not. They're definitely bilingual in Spanish, obviously. First plane ride you ever went on. My first plane ride was about almost exactly a year after 9/11. We went to Washington, D.C. It was very scary. My cousin Morgan was bawling behind me because it was thundering and lightning and we were in a plane, so obviously it made it shaky. I can get irritated very easily, and I was already kind of nervous because I've never been on a plane, let alone I was on my way to freaking D.C. less than a year after 9/11. So I was already just kind of like on edge. I was nervous. Although I was probably only 11. But, so I was kind of irritated. The flight attendant got irritated with me because I was telling my cousin to stop. But it's okay, Morgan. I love you and I forgive you. That was a long time ago. We're old now. If you're watching, that is. I don't know if you are or not. First YouTuber you subscribed to. That is a hard one. I want to say, at the time, her channel was called Winnie the Zoo. Sorry if you hear rattling, it's the paper. I'm trying to sit it down, but there's so much stuff over here. She has a Shih Tzu named Winnie. And Gizmo, my little brown girl here, she used to have long hair when she was a puppy. But over time, her undercoat and her hair, it's very fine actually, if you can kind of tell. You can tell how fine her hair actually is. It's not thick like Gunner Bear's. So it mats really easy. Anyway, so I started YouTubing and this was a little over 6 years ago, guys. We've had her for 6 years. October 24th was 6 years since we got her. Yeah, 6 years since we've had you, baby. She's so sweet. Anyways, and so, it probably was a little under 6 years that I found her channel. It's not called Winnie the Zoo anymore. I cannot remember. She's changed it like 2 or 3 times since then because she's more of her own brand now instead of the dog. She didn't make any separate channels that I know of. So I want to say she was probably the first when it comes to like when she had a Shih Tzu channel. She was the first of that. At least what I can remember, the first channel I probably subscribed to besides her was either That's Heart or her vlog. It could have been her vlog channel. I can't remember. Which is That's Heart TV, I believe. And then, or it was 11th Gorgeous with Stephanie and Tracy. I can't remember exactly, but it was one of those two. Let's see. First time you went shopping on your own. I had to have been at probably 18, because when I was 16, I was still in high school, obviously. I just wanted to be with my friends when I was out, especially if I was going to the mall. I don't know. I mean, I used to commute from Muskogee to Tulsa when I was 8. I had just started doing hair like 2 days after I graduated high school, because I went to beauty school during high school. So I literally was legally doing hair with my license at 18 years old. 18 and a half, I guess. So, sorry, baby. Okay. So it had to been sometime around my 18 year of life. So there's that. I don't remember where it was, but okay. My first celebrity crush. First, honey, he's been the only celebrity crush that I have not ever given up on. Justin Timberlake. Anyone who knows me, especially my family, and even my husband, knows that that is my main man, besides my husband. One of the first things I noticed when I met my husband, actually no, it wasn't when I met him. It was after we got married, and it was probably after our 2nd anniversary. Yeah, because we had moved back home from Texas by the time we were married for 2 years. And he started growing a little bit of facial hair, and he has had that for the last 5 years now, which is crazy. He has not shaved his facial hair off at all. I noticed once he started growing some facial hair that he resembled Justin Timberlake a little bit. If I remember, I'll insert like a side-by-side picture of Justin and my husband. And then you'll kind of see what I mean. Like, when I mention it to people, they stop and think, oh, yeah, he kind of does. I mean, the shape of their, like, Justin's face is probably more like the shape of my face. Maybe a little more round, because I have more of an oval face. But my husband, he has a very slender face. Justin has, like, a baby face. But other than that, like, they're both pretty much the same height. They're only, like, 2 years apart. They look alike. They have the same hair color. All that, so... Anyways, that's definitely my celebrity crush. First and last. Being first, you're last. Thumbs up if you know what movie that's from. Okay. My first job. This is question number 8. No. 7. Yep. My first job. Hair. It's the only actual job I've ever had. And like got like actually paid, not like babysitting growing up, you know, when I babysitted like family friends' kids or my mom's friends' kids, or neighbor kids. Hair is literally the only actual job I've ever had, and I've had it for golly, this coming May will be 9 years. And I'm 26, going on 27 in just 2 weeks. Next question. My first language, well, English, as you can tell. I thought that was just kind of a simple question because, actually, Heart from That's Heart, she's Filipino. And I don't hear an accent when she talks, but she speaks, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. Tagalog is like the language they speak in Filipino or Philippines, and that's her first language. But I didn't know that for like the longest time until her and her friend Anne started doing like vlogs together when they had like sleepovers and stuff. And I was like, I mean, I knew she was Filipino, obviously, but I just didn't get it. I mean, she speaks very, like, clear English. She does a great job. My first pet was a Yorkie. Her name was Sassy, and I vaguely remember what she looks like because she was in my life when I was like a newborn up until probably, I don't know how old I was when she passed away. She wasn't, I don't think she didn't pass away from like being old or anything. So she used to run away, like, and my brother would have to chase her to like the baseball fields and stuff. That was by our old house. And, yeah, it's okay. And, I guess, from what I've always heard, which I don't visually or mentally remember this is just what I've heard, she ran into like a rose bush, which obviously had a lot of thorns in it, and I guess it just, I don't know, she was, from what I've always been told, she was just a crazy runner, and she jumped and did all the kind of crazy things some, I guess, Yorkies are kind of known to do. Like, they're just very kind of active and kind of hyper dogs. So she just, I guess, somehow she ran into a rose bush, and I don't know if there was, if there was like poison in the thorns or what, so I really don't know. And then my last question is first movie I remember seeing. I remember being in first grade. This is movies, not like shows like Barney or Sesame Street. This is like actual like movies. I remember watching Anastasia in first grade. I cannot remember. Miss Clark, if you're watching this, tell me if you were a teacher at the time or if you hadn't started yet, if Miss Puckett was still there. But I remember watching Anastasia in first grade. I do not remember, hold on, if we randomly just had movie days or if we would watch it during like nap time or rest time, so we could just like rest, relax our mind, you know, watch a movie or actually take a nap and sleep. I don't think I ever could fall asleep, especially if there was a movie on. I was like, oh, we can watch a movie in school, like this is so cool. And then you get like in freaking middle school and they're like all these boring history crap and whatever. Like, I fell asleep to The Mummy, and that's a good movie, so you know. These days, as an adult, I can turn the TV on and just fall right to sleep. So, man, first grade, it was just so cool to watch a cartoon in school. So, that's the first actual movie I remember watching. So, alright guys, I think that's all. Let me double check. Hold on. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that was my 10 questions. Earlier, I accidentally wrote down 11, or answered 11, and when I went to go write it down, I was like, that's not 10, that's 11. So I just wanted to make sure. I did skip one, but I just didn't feel like answering it this time. So, not that big of a deal. It's just something silly, but I'm just going to stick with 10 questions this time. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I guess this is the end of Vlogmas Day 8. And, yeah, I really plan on doing some type of get to know me. Wasn't sure what to do, so I kind of pulled my Google up and just typed in get to know me tag questions. So, and I thought the first time, or my first time tag would be really fun. If you guys have any questions and you decide that you want me to do another one, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Things will only get better from here, guys. My channel is still new, and I have a lot of ideas. I just need the time. I work full time. I worked from 10 to 8 tonight, so it kind of was a long day and I was really tired. So I'm glad I was able to get this done. I'm not really going to do much editing. It's probably going to seem like I do because you'll see a tiny bit of a fade between the videos, but I'm having to split my videos up as I'm filming, because if I do one large video like I did earlier, it won't let me edit it. So I just had to break it down within like 5 to 7 minute videos in between, and then stop it and then record the rest of what I'm trying to say. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. By the way, shout out to my coworker Jennifer. She asked for me to give her a shout out tonight, so by the way, thanks. Tell your sister thank you for the coffee, even though she technically didn't buy it for me, but you gave it to me. hopefully it doesn't keep me up all night, but hopefully it'll keep me a little more awake to edit this video. And I love you. Thanks for watching my videos. I thought that was really sweet of you to tell me. I had no idea that anyone from work was actually watching my videos, so I appreciate that. It's nothing too exciting yet, but as I said earlier, that I have a lot planned, so I appreciate your encouragement tonight right before we left, and thanks for watching. And I almost forgot to give you a shout out on this second recording I had to do on this video, so I squeezed in one little clip just for you. So I will see you tomorrow, and I will make sure to text you to tell you to watch this video since I gave you a shout out. So anyways, make sure to tell the family again that I said Merry Christmas, and I will see you tomorrow, my love.